Okay, hi Magnus. I have your Arnie here, and the first thing I wanted to do is I wanted to check how it was running. Um, so you had said that everything was running too quickly. Right now, it's I mean it's definitely gaining time. It's gaining, uh, s- but it's less than a second a day. Um, it's coming close on a second a day that it's gaining, but that's all that I'm seeing. So you need to let me know if you feel it was gaining more than that, because according to the quartz tester, it's gaining about 3/4 of a second per day, which is not a huge amount of. It was not a huge amount of gain, but it's definitely there. So I mean, whatever. It's so that means once a week it's going to gain about 5 seconds. But I mean, I can trim it to much tighter than that. I mean, I can adjust it because these things have an adjusting trimmer thing. I use a little screwdriver on you, and it changes the length of the circuit. Um, though I'm not explaining that correctly, but in any case, I can adjust this down to where it's much tighter than this, ideally to under 100th of a second a day, depending on how we can do. Let's talk cosmetics. So you're the original owner of this, as far as I know, and you wear it every day in your job in law enforcement, and you simply want it updated so that it runs correctly. That's definitely stiff. That's probably just glued in place with Grook. It's not a big deal. It happens. All the functions work. Light works. Alarm works. It's 100% functional. I can clean the hands. I see that the hands are a little brassed out and the loom is a little sunken right there. I can improve them as they are. I could, in theory, reloom just the hands if you wanted, and I have three different ways to do that. I can put a really glowy loom on there, I can put a medium loom that glows pretty much at night, but the daytime color is right, or I have a vintage Seiko like mimicking loom that I created that looks like old loom and behaves like old loom, but it's new, and so it wouldn't be sunken like this. It'd look a little more clean. Or you could just leave it. It's not hurting anything. The watch needs seals, I'm sure. Definitely needs a crystal and a light movement service. That's it, really. Um, what is the date on this one? And I'm not sure if this is going to have the one button or the two. I'm sorry, the one seal or the two seal buttons, because that's a factor in price. Because the later ones, they found that the early buttons only had one seal on them, and so they went to two buttons per to try to really keep them sealed, and so that's a factor in price. Um, that's it. I'm sure I can get the rotating ring to go again. That's not really an issue. No, I think it's definitely a good starting place. I don't see any major problems. It's all functional, and the time gain is not terrible. It just needs to be serviced and adjusted, and have a crystal and seals, that kind of thing. You let me know if you want to move ahead. Nice watch, though. Nice watch. Okay, you let me know.